something 0.001%. So it does not apply at all. So if the government or if the agencies may enforce such things, people with disability would be lucky. Also, this thing like that I've just told you about tax exemption, it is also one of the rights that people with disability need. But most of the people that are not learned are unaware of such things. So a disabled person is running a tax shop somewhere, but he does not know that he's supposed to be exempted from tax. So he's just being taxed. So most of those things only are accessible to people that are educated, to the elites. Those are the only people who are benefiting from such things.
Sharing that. What are your final words to the society? Would you encourage someone outside there who think they cannot achieve because they have a disability? Other people who just relax? What would you say to them?
Okay, personally, if I may advise all my friends, the disabled colleagues, wherever they are, in the villages, in different countries of the world, all of them, always other people say disability is not inability. But to me, I may add and say opportunity is no sympathy. You have to be given an opportunity. Always strive hard to prove wrong the false notion that a disabled person cannot make. Personally, if I studied in an arid area and I studied as an only disabled person in a school of almost 800 students, and I was among the top in that school, why not you, the disabled person, wherever you are? You will always become vigorous if you face life in a positive way. You know, life starts by acceptance. You first accept that I'm disabled, right? So what next? What am I to do to face life? So you have to face life the way it is, without blaming your disability for the problems you will encounter. Most other people also have problems, and they not associate the way or the status they have. You become a person with disability, not face life like you need a sympathy from somewhere. Come and ask someone, yes please, I'm capable of doing this. And you prove yourself when you will be given. I can give you one episode that when I finished my high school, I went to a certain school to look for attachment before I come to the university. I went to the principal office. I was directed, and then I introduced myself. He asked me where I studied. I told him. So he told me, so how do you want me to help you? So I told him, okay, I needed just attachment in your school. I need to teach. Okay, he asked me a question, okay, how can you teach?
Okay.
How can you teach? You see, it is so much, sometimes it is difficult to answer such questions. You know, it is practical. When someone asks you, how do you teach? You know, it is something practical. You not just answer it verbally. Okay, I told him, do this, just allocate me one lesson, then supervise me. That's when you will know that I can teach. And sincerely, that teacher just gave me a class, gave me a Form 1 history class. So he told me, just as a test, he wanted to prove how can a disabled person or a visually impaired person teach. In fact, I was one of his best teachers in the school for that semester that I was there, because the other semester I joined the university. In fact, up to now, I'm also going to that school for my TP.
Oh,
as I'm waiting for my graduation in December.
Okay.
So that is how a person with disability has to face life.
Paul.
I'm very fine indeed.
Yeah, Paul is in charge of special need, Kenyatta University. Now we ask, give us your full names, Paul.
My name is Paul Kinyamal Taiswa.
Okay.
Yes.
What type of disability do you have?
Visual impairment.
Okay. How old are you?
25 years of age.
Which country are you from?
The Republic of Kenya.
Good. Up to what? Which level of education have you gone to?
I'm currently at the university level, my 4th year.
What are you taking in university?
I'm taking a bachelor's degree of special education, subject combination of history and government together with Christian religious education,
Okay.
commonly abbreviated here in Kenya as CRE.
CRE.
Yes.
Okay. What challenges have you faced or you're currently facing, or say in school, maybe when trying to secure an attachment or a social life? You might take us through.
Yeah, I can just tell you some of the challenges which I face within the school. One of them is sometimes you might even go to a class and you don't find an appropriate chair to sit in it because there is no proper arrangement as to what appropriate chairs should be available for persons with disabilities, particularly in the larger classrooms. And another challenge also which we encounter here is that sometimes we have to really kind of have to adapt to some of the conditions which are a bit not comfortable with us. One of them being that sometimes some of the students do not really understand us, in that when they see us in any situation that we are in, they just have to sympathize with us, and to see that one is not appropriate for a person with disabilities to be sympathized. They should be given opportunities, not sympathize. In the attachment, I have even experienced, not only I've experienced some challenges. For example, when I was in 2nd year and we had a long holiday, I went and I applied to teach in some schools, a primary school and a secondary school, because my parents advised me that, oh, you should teach here, you will apply at the schools. And then when I applied, I was not shortlisted, even for interview. Reason being, I might not be certain, but my senses told me that maybe because I was visually impaired, they didn't see me fit to come and teach in their schools, given that, when they see you with that disability, they kind of don't believe that you are capable of really teaching as is required. So that is why sometimes you get such challenges that you might not be given an attachment. You might not. In the society, a person with disabilities like me will find I will not be having many friends like any other person, because some of the people feel shy in kind of associating with you in one way or the other. And this is in particularly to the home setting, because that's a rural area where people have not been empowered, where people believe that even you cannot think, even if you give them ideas, they kind of shun away from, they kind of not, what I can say, they kind of not, they do not really agree, or they do not buy the ideas. Yeah, they don't buy your ideas because they think maybe you don't know how to reason well, or because you have a disability, sometimes such things has to be done to you. When you are at home, particularly when we are still young, so our parents were keenly monitoring our behaviors here and there, where we go, where we are, particularly. So even playing, when you are a child, when you are playing with other children, maybe in the night, some of the parents really not feel good, because they see now, given that you have a disability, how can you go and play? You might hurt yourself, so they try to constrain you here and there. And in that, they might demoralize you, because even when you be talking with other children, they tell you, well, where's him? Sorry, I talk in Swahili, sorry for that. You are incapable, because you are incapable yourself. You cannot do this because already people have been constraining you from undertaking such activities here, either playing or even making informed decisions on various issues and matters. So that's the challenge which I have faced as a person with disability, one way or the other throughout the life situation. But in all, I thank God, and I always praise Him, because He has enabled me to achieve where I have reached so far.
So, what things have you achieved beyond your disability? What have you achieved that community those that you didn't do, but you were really doing, or you did it?
Beyond my disability, I have achieved numerous things here and there. First and foremost, one, I have exhibited beyond reasonable doubt that disability is not inability. That's number one. Given that, when I was in my primary school, and I was able really to be in the top so far as academics is concerned. And in that primary school, I was the only visually impaired. And in some instances, I will appear top three. When the end term, because here in Kenya we have terms for secondary, primary, and even kindergarten. We have 3 terms per year. So at the end term, in Kenya we have a common practice whereby we have an assembly, and teachers will call students, those who have performed well, they will call and appraise. Or even in other hands, they can also be given some presents here, some presents. So sometimes I could appear among the best. So I was able really to exhibit. And even some teachers were using me as an example among students who are not disabled as I was. So that's the first achievement. The second one is that in our family, apart from my elder brother, who has also joined the university, I have also achieved the privilege of joining the university. You see where we come from. Where we come from. Joining the university is kind of not easy because of the marginalization which our communities have been subjected to. And given that I am doing the university, that's also an achievement, which even my parents are proud of. And on another angles, I have also been an instrumental person in the leadership at home level. Because in the year 2013, we formed a disabled group in our village, and I was given the role of becoming the secretary of that group. This is because I was the only one who has gone up to Form 4. Form 4 is the final class in Kenya secondary school system. Okay, so I was the one who had the ability and capability of writing minutes and putting them in order. Yeah, because minutes have to be put in order. So they entrusted me the position. Despite the fact that sometimes my parents were hesitant, they could even go and ask my brother, is Paul Taiswa really fit for that post? So that my brother gives opinion, not me. They could not come and ask me whether I am fit.
Yes.
They could go and ask any other person. Meaning, according to them, they thought that I could not give them the right, the right information or decision on to whether I am capable or incapable. And sometimes, you know, that one really can demoralize a person. If you hear that on your affair, somebody is consulting and not you, as if you don't have a brain. Okay. So, but my brother told him it's okay. You can just go in for that position, and I was given that position of secretary. But when I came to campus, I have to relinquish the position because you know now the group is at the village level, and I'm here in Nairobi, and sometimes there might be some one or two things which need to be undertaken. But still, the group consults me on various issues and matters here and there. That's another achievement. And another one, when I came to KU, I have really worked hard to the point of getting the position of special needs secretary. This position is an executive one. It means you have to be elected by the entire university, not only the disabled students. You have to campaign. I tried in 2015, but unsuccessfully, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Yeah, because I got only 1,300 votes at that time. But I had courage. I said, no, I'll come again. Because I remember even before, when I was seeing some of the results, they were not really impressing to me. And I told some of my friends, don't worry. Even before the final results were released, don't worry, next time I'll come. Next time I'll come. And when I saw the results the following morning, I knew that, yeah, it's normal, it's okay, you might not get. So I said, no, next time I'll come. And next time came, that is last year. I offered myself for the post, and I campaigned, and God willing, I got it. With 9,000 plus votes.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, 9,000. Remember, 1,300 to 9,000. And I learned something, that you should never give up. Sometimes you might try to do something here and there, and it fails. It is normal. But never give up. Be optimistic. Challenges are part and parcel of the society. And I believe that challenges also come in to strengthen us, to give us lessons to learn. So I have achieved being special needs secretary for the purpose of 2016 and 2017. So this achievement has really strengthened me to the point that now I believe that whatever whatever I aspire in life, it is possible for me to really achieve amid challenges here and there. So those are some of the achievements, which are some of the major achievements that are really being able to get throughout my life, as far as this time is concerned.
Some great achievements there.
Yes.
Now, what do you want to achieve in life?
Okay, I have various things I want to achieve in life. One is to form the family. That's an achievement.
Sure.
And for you to form a family, you need to have a wife. And a wife who is able and willing to stand with you in times of happiness and sorrows, so that you raise the family. Because from the family, that's where we get communities. And from communities, that is where we get the nation. or nation. And from the nation, that is where now, in combination with other nations, we get our planet Earth, or we get the human population of this planet as per se. So the family is a basic social unit, and therefore it's also my role to contribute in it. So that's an achievement I would like to achieve. Another one, I would like to see the realization of inclusion of persons with disabilities, with others, particularly in a school setting. Because here in Kenya, I have seen a trend whereby persons with disabilities or children with disabilities are secluded. I know you understand seclusion with respect to the circumcision. But here now I look at educational seclusion, whereby we have special schools. And there are special schools for a category, and a unique category of disabilities. You'll find schools for the blind. Nowadays they are called schools for visually impaired. Schools for the physically handicapped. You find schools for the deaf or dumb. They're here in the country. And even some of the primary schools for the blind have even gone ahead in establishing secondary schools for the blind. According to me, I don't think that's a very good move, which we should follow as a country. No, it's wrong. Because you are really inhibiting such students from mingling with other non-disabled students. You know, if you mingle with other non-disabled students, as I told you earlier, that when I was in my primary school, I was able to really prove that disability is inability. Because if I remember we were doing this subject known as geography, history, and civics in high school, in primary, and I was in class 5. And I was always the top. So I could impress students there, the pupils there, and even teachers. They were really. So you see, if we put students with disabilities together with non-disabled students, at least it will really make our society to move forward. And I was even imagining, I had an imagination, I don't know if that imagination can become a reality, of maybe we have a primary school, because we need really to work out this one. If we have a primary school whereby it is both a day and boarding school, I am not a primary school teacher, I'm trained to be a secondary school teacher, but I am just giving this imagination. If we have such a school whereby we have non-disabled students and the disabled students, and we have 3 major categories of disabilities, which whereby such persons who belong to them are able to take this normal education system. The hearing impaired, the physically handicapped, and the visually impaired. If we have such a school whereby we can link all those students, like what KU is doing now. If we have such a school, and we have those students with also other students, and it is both a boarding and a day school, that's a very ideal school. Very ideal one, because it will bring variety of students and pupils here. Yeah. Pupils who have come from diverse backgrounds. Pupils who are disabled and disabled. That is the ultimate realization of inclusion. And I am also dedicated in fighting for the realization of inclusive education here in Kenya, in whatever capacity I will be.
How are you?
Okay.
My name is Mary Gathonga from an organization called UCESCO. I'm the project manager at UCESCO. How are you, gentlemen?
Okay.
My name is Hope from the Commonwealth Youth Council. I represent the special interest group, focal point for Africa and Europe. Yes. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Mr. Welcome. I'm Sam Rushira from the KLH project, the organizing secretary.
Okay.
This was due to Owenda from
Thank you.
Kindly, Mr. Owenga, can we know the level of education you don't have? What level have you gone up to?
Drinking water.
Okay. Do you have challenges when going from
somebody like crutches and calipers. There's so many people.
for example?
For example, stairs.
Cannot like climb the stairs like a
That's why I'm working with this teacher because of
to get assistance from community members. Maybe they can walk in the street.
it's very difficult because
Just hustle by yourself because what's the level of education?
Okay, it's a full 4 river. Professional. Done IT. Telephone.
How was it doing IT now that you cannot walk yourself from one class to the other, cannot really take notes well?
Okay, I would say today it's much better. But by then, as you can see, we are old now. By then, it was so difficult. And we experienced so many problems, but there was no otherwise. You have your goals set, so you had to reach them through thick and thin. So it wasn't easy. Yeah.
When it comes to job market, how easy is it for you to secure a Was it hard to secure that job? Was it like, to get the job?
yeah, it's very hard
Yeah.
because some they declare here disabled people.
Yeah, they say maybe you go to, maybe you cannot perform. Maybe they see maybe you cannot maybe perform well.
The performance, they perform
And also you'll be adding on top, securing a job as a person with a disability. Apart from the Route 210, the Disability Act was otherwise before, it was so difficult. Because I remember like I getting a job, I had to go to about 5 interviews. So I stayed at home after completion of my college. I had to stay for about 5 years looking for a job, invited for an interview. But after seeing you physically, they tell you, wait, we are going to inform you. But after the act, actually, that's when the government assisted us.
What is the name of the act?
Disability Act
Of which year?
2010. So now at least it's more better.
Better than
Because there is that law that says at least 5% of every employee, there must be a person living 5% of the total employment. There must be people with disability. So there is no option. You have to incorporate. But by then, it was so difficult.
what about getting the positions, like a leadership position, whereby you have a disabled people who is leading an organization, getting promotion to where you're working?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying after the act. Right now, it's very much possible. Very much possible, just like the National Council for Persons with Disabilities. I think right now we have a person something. Yeah. So it's very possible. But previous, we were still
Are there cases that you can cite where maybe you felt discriminated when it came to looking for a job or seeking promotion? Are there days you are told we cannot give you this job because of your condition? Maybe you remember any?
by then or now.
Anytime throughout your life, from the time you started looking for a job?
Yeah, there are so many, because even going to some of the colleges, like I attended the Machakos Technical, but the course that I was intending to do, I didn't. So after seeing me, my physical appearance and my physical condition, they couldn't allow me to do the same course. So I had to shift to another. I wanted actually to do electrical installation and you see, but due to my condition, they switched me to another.
To IT now?
Yeah, to the IT, which I thought it is more comfortable, and I had to embrace it.
Do you feel that we are completely well aware about rural areas of their rights? That now we know that we have a certain percentage that should be employed in an organization. Do you feel that there are still people with disabilities that do not really know about their rights?
Very much, very much. We have this, we call the UN Day with persons. And much of it we try to incorporate with the National Council branches. And we usually go different areas, Kisumu, Mombasa, to sensitizing. And by then, you find the rural people, they are so behind. And there is no land. The act has actually not been transmitted to those areas. So it seems as if we are the ones going to do it. So we are still, it is still, especially the rural areas, it's still that stigmatization, that lagging behind, such that so many people, they don't know where to go.
So what will you recommend in terms of making things better from the rural areas to the towns? What do you recommend?
Okay, my recommendation is that like now we have the devolution, whereby we have the counties. I would suggest that the National Council for Persons with Disabilities, its headquarters are here in Nairobi, here in Westlands. I think they should have representation to the counties. At least in every county, for the starting, let there be a representative who can be carrying out sensitization programs throughout the county till we get to the villages. That one I think. Okay, like us, like here again. I think in the whole country, Kenyatta National Hospital is the one that has employed so many, a higher percentage of persons with disability, which like now I think